Guys, very good evening once again. Welcome back to the session. In this session, we'll be seeing the profit and loss for CAT. So it's going to be completely, the basics of the profit and loss for today. So before getting into the session, let me quickly introduce about myself. My name is Kabilan. I'm a mechanical engineer. With 3 years of teaching experience, I've also converted various Indian Institute of Management. And if you personally like my videos and stuff, kindly don't forget to follow me on the Unacademy Learning app. This is my user ID, and you can also follow me in my Telegram channel where you can get all my lively updates about the classes happening. Right? In the session, we'll be seeing. So you can also follow us on the Unacademy CAT4MBA YouTube channel and also on our Telegram channel. Talking about the subscription, you can use my discount code KAPI10 to get absolute 10% off. And we have this weekly scholarship test happening every week. So you can take it live to compete with the best actually. And it's undoubtedly the India's largest scholarship test for CAT exams. It's going to be super fast and fun. And you can also identify and improve your weak areas through the detailed solutions that we provide. So the next scholarship test is happening on the 21st of March time exactly at 12 p.m. You can enroll now just by using my unlock code KAPI10. And also here we have the iconic batch kickstarting with the personal mentorship, proper test analysis and reports, and we'll be concentrating on other management entrance test preparation as well. That is not only for CAT exams but also for MAT, SAT, SNAP, TestNet, TestMatch, GRE, GMAT, various other management exams, right? And all the benefits of Plus subscription will also be included in this iconic CAT batch. And most importantly, the mentor will be a graduate from the top B schools, right? So these are the students who have aced CAT 2020 with flying colors. And there is one beautiful option called Ask a Doubt. You can simply click on it in the Unacademy Learning app. You can take a picture of it and crop it down to the specific question and make sure you select the correct subject to which the question belongs. Send it to us. You'll be receiving the solution for that very soon. Okay. And here we have the Unacademy Learners Crack CAT 2020 who have aced crack 2020 exam. And if you aspire to be one for the next year, you can start enrolling in our batches, which are starting on the 18th, 20th, and 22nd of March, respectively, for the expert batch for IPMAT 2021, legend batch 2.0 for CAT 2021, and starter batch 2.0 for CAT 2021. Okay, so the price hike, it is happening soon. You can, if you want to subscribe now, you can avail the before tariff for the Plus as well as for the iconic subscription. In a couple of days, the price hike will happen real, and the tariff will absolutely change, right? So this is all about the quick cautious information for you guys if you really want to get subscription. So with that, we'll straightly jump into the very first question of today's session. Come on. So the first question for you, come on guys, try to do this. Make sure you get the right option for the very first question. The first question it is, the mark price of a table is 960 and the shopkeeper offered the discount of 20% and gained 28%, right? So the marked price of the product, the table, it is given 960, right? And I know the fact that the shopkeeper, he gave a discount of 20%. So if the discount is 20%, then from this I can able to find the selling price to be, if you try to take 20% out of this 960, 10% is 96, 20% will be 192, right? So, yeah. So the discount money exactly here is 192. And if at all your selling price will be 960 minus 192 if you do, right? Fine. So if you try to subtract it, how much will you be getting exactly? So it's going to be 768, right? This is actually the selling price of the table, and you know the discount percent. They've also said he has gained, so the profit here is actually 28%. The profit here actually it is 28%. They're asking you if no discount is given, right? If no discount is allowed, find his gain percentage. Okay, so listen very carefully, guys. If that is the case, first of all, I need to find what's going to be my cost price here, right? So if at all, if I try to find the cost price, I'll be getting exactly the cost price formula is selling price into 100 divided by 100 plus or minus profit or loss. Simply try to apply here. So cost price, it's going to be the selling price here is 768 into 100 divided by 100 plus 28. It's going to be 128, right? It's going to be 128. So now if you try to divide this, what exactly will you be getting here? That is, it goes exactly 6 times. So the cost price of the table here is 600. Now the question is, if no discount is given, then your mark price is equal to selling price, that is 960, right? And your cost price is 600. So if at all, if you want to find the profit percentage, your profit percentage, it's going to be selling price minus cost price. It is 360 divided by 600 into 100. That's it, right? So 0 goes out, and it's going to be exactly 3%. So the answer for the very first question, it is undoubtedly option B. 60% is actually the gain percentage if no discount is given for the mark price, right? That's it. Fine. So let's go for the second question. What is the maximum percentage discount approximately that a merchant can offer on his mark price so that he ends up selling at no profit, no loss, if he initially marked his goods by 40%? That's a question, guys. So first we need to understand the question. They simply say they're asking you what is the maximum percentage discount that a merchant can offer so that he ends up selling at no profit, no loss. So this thing is important. If a merchant meets up with no profit, no loss, then it is clearly understood that he tries to make sure his cost price and selling price to be equal. That's what it means, right? Initially, the merchant, he marks up his goods by 40%. If that is the case, let's say my cost price to be 100x initially, right? If the merchant, if he tries to mark up the goods by 40%, then my mark price will be 140x. Is that clear? So listen very carefully. Here the cost price is 100x, and with a 40% marked up, I'll be getting my marked price to be 140x. Now, the thing is, what is the maximum percentage discount I can able to give from this mark price, so that here the mark price is 140. Yeah, the mark price is 140. What is that maximum discount I need to give, so that this 140x, it comes back to 100x? Did you get this, guys? Such that here ultimately your selling price will be equal to the cost price. That's it. So as I told you already, if the merchant wants to end up with a no profit, no loss criteria, then it is clearly understood that its cost price should be equal to the selling price, right? Fine. So what does it look like? If your final value comes back to the initial value, what we can simply go for, if this is 40%, 40% is nothing but 2 by 5, right? If this is 40%, that means if this is 1 by n, this should be 1 by n plus 1 initially if it is increasing. We have seen this already in the percentage class, right? So if that is the case, I can simply substitute it here. So I need to make sure I have 1 in the numerator. So what I'll do, I'll bring this 2 to the denominator. So this one will be what, actually 1 by 5 by 2 plus 1, right? You try to sort out this. So we'll be getting 1 by, LCM is 2, so 7 by 2, it's going to be 2 by 7 you'll be getting here. So it's going to be 2 by 7. I know the fact that 1 by 7 is 14.28%. What will be 2 by 7 then? So it's going to be 2 into 14.28, you do it, it's going to be 28.56%. So the maximum percentage the merchant, he can give a discount so that he makes no profit, no loss, is that it's going to be 28.56. That's it, right? Is that clear, guys? I hope it is clear for everyone. Let's go for the next question. A shopkeeper sells laptops at the rate of rupees 457 each and earns the commission of 4%, right? He also sells mobile phones at the rate of 80 each and earns a commission of 20%. How much amount of commission will he earn in 2 weeks if he sells 10 laptops and 6 mobiles per day? So listen very carefully, guys. I know the fact that when it comes to a laptop, he sells it at the rate of 457 each and he earns a commission of 4%, right? Fine. So when it comes to mobiles, he sells it at rupees 80 each and earns a commission of 20%. Which means if he sells a mobile, 20% is nothing but 16 rupees is what the commission it goes to the shopkeeper, right? Fine. So you need to find how much commission will he earn in 2 weeks, right? If he sells 10 laptops and 6 mobile phones per day, right? Fine. So listen carefully, guys. In this case, I have the fact that in one day, in a single day, he sells 10 laptops. So 10 into 457 plus 6 mobiles. So 6 into 8. So if you try to do so, it's going to be 4,570 plus 480. If you try to do so, you'll be getting it's going to be 5,050. But before even going to this, I just want to find what exactly is the commission. If you try to take 4% out of it, and if you try to take 20% out of it, see the commissions here. That is it's going to be 182.8 is the commission in a single day from a laptops, less 10% is 48, 20% is going to be 96. So the total commission, if you see, in a single day, he gains 278 point. So they are asking you how much amount of commission will he earn in 2 weeks, right? Fine. So try to do this, guys. So I know that fact that the commission per day, it is 278.80. If that is the case, then if at all, if I want to find what is the commission he'll be earning in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks means it's a complete 14 days. So for 14 days, you simply do 14 into 278.8. So this is going to give you 3,903.2. So this is what will be the commission, and answer it is undoubtedly option E. None of these is actually the right answer. So the total commission what he will be earning in 2 weeks is 3,903.2. That's it. Okay. Simple, guys. Let's go for the next question. Come on. When a producer allows 36% commission on the retail price of his product, he earns a profit of 8.8%. What would be his profit percent if the commission is reduced by 12%? Okay, so listen very carefully. I know the fact that when a producer allows 36% commission on the retail price, he earns a profit of 8.8%. They're asking you what would be his profit percent if the commission is reduced by 12%. So guys, listen very carefully. If that is the case, let me take my cost price to be 100x. Fine. So if I try to make a profit of 8.8%, then absolutely my selling price will be 108.8x. And yeah. As I know the fact that if at all, if I take my retail price, let me try to assume my retail price be 100. If I try to assume it, the commission what I'll be getting here, it is 36%, so it's going to be 36. Great. So if that is the case, what I'll be, the selling price will be actually, it's going to be 64. So guys, listen very carefully. The retail price is actually 100. And if I allow a commission of 36%, I sell the product to be 64. So I have the selling price to be 64 and the profit percentage to be 8.8. From this, I'll try to find what will be my cost price. Fine. So if I try to do this, it's going to be 6400 divided by 108.8. If you try to do so, you'll be getting the cost price to be 1000 by 17. Let this be your cost price. Yeah. Now what happens? What would be his profit percent if the commission is reduced by 12%? So if at all, if I try to reduce the commission by 12%, then the selling price will be what then? It's going to be 88. That is 100 minus 12 you do, it's going to be 88. So if at all, if you try to find the profit percent here, that is, it's going to be 88 minus 1000 by 17 divided by 1000 by 17 into 100. That's it. Come on guys, just try to do this. What you'll be getting here exactly. So we'll be getting 4,496. So it's going to be 496 by 17 and 17 gets cancelled divided by 1000 into 100. So 00 goes out. So the exact profit percentage here, it's going to be 19.6%. That's it. So the answer it is ultimately option B. 49.6 is actually the profit percent you would be getting if the commission is reduced by 12%. So simple as that, nothing to complicate here. Listen carefully. The retail price is 100. That is what the mark price or the retail price, whatever the case. From this, if I get a commission of 36 rupees, right, the selling price, it's going to be 64. And from this, I found the cost price to be 1000 by 17. If I want the commission to be 12%, what will be my profit percent? That's what they're asking. So if the commission is 12%, then the cost, then the profit percentage is going to be 49.6%. That's it. Clear? Next question, guys. Come on. Here, Chandru likes dairy milk chocolate very much. So he bought some number of chocolate at ₹4. Okay. So he bought some number of chocolates which you are not sure of. And the same number of chocolate at ₹5. He mixes them well and sells at ₹4. Fine. So you need to find what is this gain or loss per percent. That's it. Okay. See, this sort of question you can use the concept of mixture and alligation as well, because you're mixing two, prices of chocolates, and you're getting the third price. He sells them, he sells them at ₹4. Definitely, just by looking at the question, there is absolute, fact that here Chandru is making a loss. Why? Because let's say, for example, he buys 10 chocolates. Let's assume, right? He buys 10 chocolates at ₹4 per chocolate. If that is the case, at ₹4, and the same number of chocolate at ₹5. Again, the 10 chocolates at ₹5. What he does, he mixes all the chocolates. So totally you have 20 chocolates now. And what is his actual Cost price here 9. Fine. So the cost price here is 9. Now what he does, he mixes them and sells them at rupees 4. So from this I can say that the cost price of one chocolate for the first rate, right? For the first rate, it's going to be 1 by 4. And the cost price of one chocolate for the second rate, it's going to be 1 by 5. Right? Now what happens? Cost price of two chocolates after mixing, right? So the cost price of two chocolates after mixing, if I do, it's going to be 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5. I'll be getting 9 by 20. So this is going to be the cost price of two chocolates after mixing, right? Now what happens? If at all, if I try to find cost price of one chocolate after mixing, so it's going to be 9 by 40. Next, after mixing, what is the selling price of one chocolate? It's going to be 1 by 4. If at all, if you try to find the, the exact gain here, the gain is actually 1 by 4 minus 9 by 40. So it's going to be 1 by 40. So the gain here is 1 by 40. And if at all, if you want to find the exact gain percent, the profit percent, it's going to be 1 by 40 divided by the cost price 9 by 40 into 100. 40 gets cancelled. So we'll be getting 1 by 9, that is nothing but 11.11%. I can also write this as 11 1 by 9%. So the answer for this question is absolutely answer option C. It's going to be 11 1 by 9%. So guys, listen very carefully. We need to understand this question. What I did here exactly, no? So they say, Chandru has bought some number of chocolates. I'm not very sure about it, but he bought at rupees 4. Let's say, if he has bought at rupees 4 means, if he has bought 10 chocolates, then I know the price that for rupees 4 he has bought 10 chocolates. If I try to divide it by 4, then I'll be getting exactly 2.5 rupees is actually the cost price per chocolate. Is that clear? That's what I did 1 by 4. Like in the same way, for the second rate also he has bought at rupees 5. If he has bought 10 chocolates again, if you try to divide it by 5, I'll be getting 2 rupees to be the cost price of one chocolate. Very simple, right? And if I try to add the cost price of two chocolates after mixing at two rates, that is 1 by 4 and 1 by 5, I'll be getting 9 by 20. And from this, if I try to find what is the cost price of one chocolate, it's going to be 2 comes to the right hand side, it comes to the denominator. So 9 by 2, 20 into 2, it's going to be 40, 9 by 40, right? So from this, I'll be finding the gain, that is 1 by 40. From this, I'll be finding the profit percent. Very simple, right? So nothing to complicate. Next question for you. Come on. So here Selma buys a notebook for rupees 150. If the overhead expenses be 12% of the cost price, at what price should it be sold to gain 10%? A very simple question. What you need to do, the cost price of Selma, if you really want to calculate, she buys the notebook at rupees 150. With that, she needs to add up this overhead expenses of 12% of it. So 10% is 15 and 2% is 3. So 15 plus 3 will give you 18. So it's going to be 168 to be the cost price of Selma. And she wants to sell the profit at a gain of 10%. So if that is the case, our cross price will be what? It's going to be 168 plus 10% of it, it's going to be 16.8. So if you try to do so, you'll be getting exactly 184 point. So the answer is undoubtedly option A. 184.8 is actually the selling price of Selma after meeting her overhead expenses of 12%, right? That's it. The next question. Vijay sells a book at the rate of rupees 300 each, which includes a profit of 20%, right? What amount of profit will he earn in 18 days if he sells 7 books per day? Okay. So it is clearly given that he sells a book at the rate of 300 each. That includes a profit of 20%. So if that is the case, selling price per book, it is 300. It includes a profit of 20% here. So if at all, if you try to find the cost price of it, it's going to be 300 into 100 divided by 120. So 0 goes out. So 3000 by 120 you do. What will you be getting here exactly? It's going to be 250. So the cost price per book, it is 250, right? And they clearly said what amount of profit will he earn in 18 days if he sells 7 books per day. So very clear. If he sells 1 book, the profit per book, it is 50. That is 300 minus 250. You do, it's going to be 50. And Vijay sells 7 books per day, right? So in a day, the profit what he gains here is 7 into 50 you do will be getting 350. And if he sells for 18 days, if you try to find the profit, for 1 day it is 350 means for 18 days it's going to be 18 into 350. That's it. So if at all, if you try to do so, you'll be getting here exactly 4000. Sorry, 18 into 'So the answer is ultimately option B. 6,300 is what the profit he'll be getting when he sells 7 books per day for selling it for 18 days, right? That's it. Next question. So the profit earned by selling an article for rupees 1,632 is equal to the loss incurred when the same article is sold for rupees 128. What should be the sale price for making 50% of profit? Let's try to understand the question. Come on, guys, try to do this. Get me the right option out of it. So let's say if I try to take the cost price to be X, the cost price is X. I know the fact that in the first case, I'm making a profit where the selling price is 1632. So from 1632, if I try to subtract the cost price X, I'll be getting this profit. This profit is equal to, in the second case, I'm making a loss has been incurred when the same article is sold for rupees 128. So the cost price minus 128 if I. So these two, this is the exact profit which I made, this is the exact loss which I made. Right? Fine. So if you try to do this, how much will you be getting here exactly? So it is 1632 plus 128 is equal to 2x. Right? So we'll be getting here, it's going to be 40,660, 1,760 by 2. This will exactly go 880. That is actually the cost price of the product. They're asking you what should be the sale price for making 50%. So here your cost price is 880. And if you try to add up 50% to it, 50% is nothing but 440. So the selling price it's going to be 1320. Right? Plus 440 you're adding up here. So the answer for this question is option A. 1320 is exactly the right option for the given question. That's next question for you. Come on. If Lalit bought 5 roses for rupees 2, at what price should she sell 25 roses if she wants to make a profit of 20%? Oh. So guys, they've clearly said he has bought 5 roses at rupees 2. And they're asking you at what price should she sell 25 roses if she wants to make a profit of 20%. So listen very carefully. If she has bought 5 roses for rupees 2, then she would have bought 25 roses for rupees 10. Right. From this, she wants to make a profit of 20%. So this 20%, if you try to add up here, then it's going to be, well, the answer for this question is option C. Rupees 12 is the price at which she should sell 25 roses so that she makes a profit of 20%. Right? All good? Next question, guys. If a shopkeeper gives 20% discount on its smart price, he makes a loss of 11.11%. So listen carefully. We try to decode this. Let's say if I take the mark price to be 100x, then he gives a discount of 20%. If that is the case, then what's going to be his selling price then? 80x. And they clearly say that by doing so, he makes a loss of 11.11%. That is nothing but 1 by 9. Loss of 1 by 9, right? If that is the case, what's going to be your cost price then? It's going to be 80,000x divided by 100 minus 1 by 9, 200. Right? So if you try to do this, it's going to be 8,000 divided by 900. So no, 900 minus 1, it's going to be 899 by, so into 9 beginning. Right? So now try to sort out this. What's going to be your cost price here? That is the cost price. The mark price, if I take it as 100, then the cost, then the selling price, it's going to be 80. Then the cost price, it's going to be, he makes a loss, right? So he makes a loss of 1 by 9. So if that is the case, then it's going to be, or you can write it as 11.11%, right? So, and they're asking you what percent profit will the shopkeeper make if the article is sold at 10% discount. Okay, if the article is sold at 10% discount, then here the selling price will be, then it's going to be 90 rupees. From this, if you try to find what profit will they make, here the selling price and the cost price is absolutely the same. To answer it is absolutely option D. No profit, no loss is actually the exact thing the shopkeeper makes here when he gives a discount of 10% on its mark price. Okay, that's it. So the next question for you. Come on, get me the right option for this. So a fruit vendor has 40 fruits on his cart, 30 of which are apples. And if the fruit vendor receives a new shipment of 80 fruits, what is it? So we have did this already. Yeah, next question. spot seller marks his spots up by 50% and then offers a discount on the mark price. Okay. So let's say here the cost price is 100. Here the pot seller, he marks up his spots by 50%. So the mark price will be 150 and then offers a discount on the mark price from 150. If after the discount, if the pot seller making no profit, no loss, then what is the percentage discount offered by the pot seller? Very simple. So 100, with this he marks up the cost price by 50 so that it becomes 150. If this 150 again comes back to 100 so that he makes no profit, no loss, then 50 is nothing but 1 by 2 in fraction, then it's going to be 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is nothing but 33.33% is the percentage discount offered by the pot seller so that he makes no profit, no loss. That's it. Okay. The next question. So we have two companies A and B sold each computer for rupees 24,000. If company A computes its profit on cost price, while company B computes its profit on selling price, okay, they end up making profits 20% respectively. Fine. How much percent is the profit made by company B greater than that of company A? See, definitely, you always know that when it comes to profit, if you want to calculate the profit percent, it is nothing but the profit by CP into 100. So from the formula itself, it is very clear that profit percentage will be calculated only upon your cost price. But here, when it comes to company A, he did it right. They have calculated profit on cost price. But when it comes to company B, they have calculated profit on selling price. What we need to do exactly now? First of all, let me find. Here, the two companies, they sold each computer for rupees 24,000. So the selling price of company A, it is 24,000. And the exact profit what made by the company A, it is 20%. From this, I can simply find what will be my cost price. Fine. So if you see here, it is 24,000 into 100 divided by 120. 0 goes out and this goes exactly 2,000. So it's going to be 20,000. So 20,000, this is all about A, right? So 20,000 is actually the cost price of, the computer, right? If that is the case, if company A, he computes his profit on cost price, and while company B computes his profit on selling price. So from this, can I say, when it comes to company B has got the profit as 20%. That's a wrong profit percent, right? So when it comes to company B, it is nothing but the profit, that is SP minus CP divided by SP is equal to 1 by what they got, 1 by 5. 20% is nothing but 1 by 5. And if you cross multiply, if you try to do so, if SP minus CP is equal to 1, then SP is equal to 5. That's what it means, right? So from this, can I say, if you try to substitute SP here, then CP is equal to 4. So from this, I can easily find what is his actual profit percent. The cost price here, it's going to be, the actual profit percentage here is 1 by 4, which is nothing but 25%. So the selling price of company B, it is 24,000. And the profit made by company B, it is 25%. From this, can I find the cost price of the B? It's going to be 24,000 into 100 divided by 25, right? So if you try to do this, You'll be getting here exactly. We'll be getting the cost price of the company B 19,200, and the cost price of company A, it is 20,000. Now what they are asking, how much is the profit made by company B greater than that of company A? Fine, so listen carefully guys. If at all, if you try to find the profit here, the profit made by company B is 25% of 19,200. It's going to be 4,800 profit made by company B. And the profit made by company A, it is 20%, right? So it's going to be 4,000. They're asking you how much percent, right? So it's going to be 800 divided by the profit made by company A, 4,000 into 100, right? So 0000 goes out, and you'll be getting here exactly 20%. So the answer for this question is absolutely answer C. 20% is the profit made by company B greater than that of company B. That's it, right? So we'll go for the next question. A shopkeeper bought furniture at 20% discount on the label price. So let's say the label price to be 100x. Then the selling price will be 80x. If shopkeeper wants to make a profit of 10%, allowing a discount of 20%, by what percent was marked price is greater than the labeled price? That's your question. So here listen carefully. If the shopkeeper wants to make a profit of 10% after allowing a discount of 20%, right? After allowing a discount of 20%, from this, if he wants to make a profit of 10%, then it's going to be 88. Right? So the selling price with 10% discount is going to be 88, right? Now, if you want to find by what percent was marked price greater than the labeled price. Here, the marked price is 88, right? This happens to be your marked price now. See, from list price or from the label price, he bought with 20% discount. That is, he bought at rupees 80x. From this, he add up 10% of profit so that he gets it to be 88x. That happens to be a smart price. They are asking you from by what percent the marked price is greater than the label price. So the labeled price now becomes 80, right? So it's going to be after giving a discount, the labeled price is 80, right? So it's going to be 88 minus 80 divided by than the labeled price. So it is 80 to 100. So if you try to do so, 88 by 80 into 100 goes exactly 10. So the answer, it is absolutely option. Okay. That's it. Okay. Simple question, nothing to complicate. We'll go for the next question. Here Ram bought 2 shirts for ₹1,000. He sells one of them at a profit of 20%, 25, and the other at a loss of 16.67, and makes no profit, no loss at the end. Okay. What is the selling price of the shirt that he sold at a loss? So, cost price of 2 shirts is ₹1,000. They didn't say 2 shirts are of same value. Let me take the cost price of the first shirt to be X. Then the cost price of the second shirt will be 1000 minus X. The first shirt, what he does, he sells at a profit of 25%. So it's going to be X plus 1 by 4 of X. This is what actually the selling price of the first shirt. That is actually X. So we'll be getting 4X plus X, 5X by 4. Selling price of the first shirt. And the selling price of the second shirt, you do. Here the cost price is 1000 minus X minus the loss of 16.67. The loss of 16.67 is nothing but 1 by 6 minus 1 by 6 of 1000 minus X. So if you try to do this, you'll be getting here exactly 6000 minus 6X minus 1000 plus X divided by 6. So it's going to be 5000 minus 5X divided by 6. So if you take 5 common outside, it's going to be 5 by 6 of 1000 minus X. Okay, so this is actually your selling price of the second shirt. And they have clearly said, and makes no profit, no loss. So if that is the case, the selling price of 2 shirts, if you try to add up, that is 5X by 4 plus 5 by 6 into 1000 minus X will be equal to the cost price of 2 shirts. Fine. So if you try to find the value of X here, come on guys. So it's going to be 30X plus 20 into 1000 you do, it's going to be 20,000 minus 20X is equal to 24,000. So it's going to be ultimately 10X is equal to 4,000. X is equal to 400. So if X is 400, they are asking you to find the selling price of this shirt which he sold at a loss. The second shirt which he sold at a loss, the selling price is 5 by 6 of 1000 minus 400 you do, you'll be getting 600. So this goes exactly 500. So the answer for this question is ultimately option C. The selling price of the shirt which he sold at a loss is ₹500. That's it. Okay. That's it guys. We have come to the conclusion for today's session. We'll try to do the profit and